Well, we have life, so we have great inspiration. We'll bring you a message from the morning man. Well, good morning to you, Kojo. How are you?
Good morning to you, Daddy Roro.
Yeah.
How good to see you.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I love what you're wearing.
Thank you.
Is it from Ajoy Yabua?
Ajoy Yabwa's brother.
Kojo Yabua.
Definitely. And you have a message.
I do.
I've seen JJ.
Yeah.
Jerry John Rollins.
Well, close enough.
All right. So take us through the motivation. When we come back, then we'll go through what we have for the morning.
Sure. Let's do that. All right. So we'll start off today with our message from the morning man, and it's called What It Says on the Tin. Now, I have two sisters, Jenny and Jean. They both have English names, and so does my mom, Grace. As a kid, I used to wish I had one too. I even made one up for myself. Jonathan. I chose it because it started with a J, which meant it would fit right in with my two sisters' names. I remember how I used to write Jonathan Kojo Yankson on the backs of all my notebooks. Of course, it was a phase, and I grew out of it eventually, but I did still wonder why my father never gave me an English name. I later realized it was because he didn't have an English name either, and he had obviously wanted me to be just like him. Kojo Yankson, son of Kobna Yankson, right? Now, Shakespeare's character, Juliet, asks, what is in a name? Well, as it turns out, there's a great deal in a name. Our parents name us according to what kind of person they want us to be. Asantes often name their children after a rich uncle, first in the hope that the uncle will be flattered enough to take some financial responsibility for the child, but also in the hope that the child will grow to be as wealthy and successful as the uncle whose name they share. Others often name their children with words that describe positive things like peace, joy, hope, and wisdom. There's an obvious desire for the children to adopt these character traits as they grow, right? Parents in the Western world do the same thing. Baby Gabriel is a little angel, baby Rose is a delicate flower, baby Arthur is a future king, and baby Chastity, well, we can only hope. Basically, a name is a label which is meant to describe the contents, right? There's a popular English expression, it does what it says on the tin. In today's world of uncertainty and unreliability, this expression has come to symbolize the highest level of honesty and dependability with which an object or even a person can be described. So today I want us to think for a moment about our own names. Think about yours. Does your name describe your contents? Do you do what it says on your tin? My dear friends, this is something we've probably all taken for granted, but it's actually a serious matter. Once you're given a name, you are given a purpose. Failing to live up to your name means failing to fulfill your purpose. If your name is Victor, you're supposed to win. If your name is Charity, you're supposed to be kind. If your name is Ishira, you're supposed to be a blessing unto others. What is the point of a person called Mercy who can't forgive? Or a person called Justice who takes bribes? A name is a promise. And a person or thing that doesn't live up to their name is a disappointment to all who encounter them. Now, if you open an account with Fidelity Bank, you expect them to treat you with fidelity, which means loyalty and faithfulness. If you go to the African Regent Hotel, you expect to be treated like African royalty. If you go to Lighthouse Chapel, you expect to encounter a beacon of hope. Your name is your purpose. If you don't believe me, just check in the Bible. God changed people's names when he changed their purpose and destiny. Abram, which means high father, became Abraham, father of a multitude. Sarai, which means my princess, became Sarah, mother of nations. Simon, which means he has heard, became Peter, which means the rock. Sometimes the contents change, and so the label must change too. Bombay became Mumbai to correct a 3-century-old mispronunciation that only served to remind its citizens that they were once ruled by strangers. Siam became Thailand, which means land of the free. The Gold Coast became Ghana after independence to divorce ourselves from the reason why we had been exploited for centuries and align ourselves with the proud ancient warrior kingdom of winners from which we were descended. 61 years since the name change. Have we done what it says on the tin? My dear friends, the bottom line is this. a stain remover is supposed to remove stains. So if you invest your money in one, you spray your clothes with it and the stains remain, you'll feel cheated and disappointed. What good is a key holder that can't hold keys, or a windscreen wiper that can't wipe your windscreen? What good is a thing that fails to do what it says on the tin? My father deliberately did not give me an English name so that I will be like him. And my father is a great man who defied all odds to climb to the top of his profession, a man whose life has been dedicated to the benefit of many and not just himself and those closest to him. My father's name stands for a reputation of honor and integrity, and I hope, no, I've decided that by the time I'm his age, I will have fulfilled the purpose for which he named, or more accurately in this case, did not name me. My name is Kojo Yankson, son of Kobana Yankson, and my name is a promise I must work to fulfill every day of my life. Good morning, Ghana. Daddy Ro.
Yeah, what a word. And we're living up to the name, aren't we?
We hope so.
Kajano.
What does that one mean?
Shawaya Mobile. Anyway, so we're living up to the name, AM Show, so we'll bring you all the best as far as all the discussions will be, the ones dominating your platforms, and all the things that you need to know about what are the main topical issues. Please get interactive for the next 3 hours on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. We have a Twitter handle at JoyNews on TV, and you can watch us live always on My Joy Online TV, which is our official channel on YouTube. The good thing about it is, when you give us your comments, we'll tend to relay them in the course of the day, and you'll get to know. Especially when you visit our social media handles, you get to see what the great promos are for the numerous shows we have. Kojo is doing brilliantly with the polls, and the promos are just groundbreaking, Gollywood style, directed promos.
Gollywood style, right?
Yeah. But for all the things that we have to do, we've gone through some crisis this week. KNUST and the students, it's culminated in the dissolution of the governing council, they call it. But on the other side of the debate, Kojo, is the fact that those who tend to do the appointment, who will be the appointing authority, the president, etc., have that right within the Setup Act that establishes the governing council, the university, and the way they are managed, etc. But that is all up for debate.
Today we'll take some time to understand what the law actually says and whether indeed this move of dissolving the council was the best and only move available to government, and what the implications will be going forward.
Definitely.
Whether other universities ought to start watching their backs. These are all going to come up in our discussion today.
Well, you may also have heard that we've started a whole series of making sure that we get to the back of many issues of child abuse, children abuse, rape. Well, at the St. Louis Senior High School, Child Rights International, they came up with a whole new finding or investigation, which Kojo Yankson and the rest of the team tried to do a proper digging to get what the facts are. So we'll also give you a gist of what the latest has been.
And there are many other cases, of defilement and child abuse.
When it comes to that.
And the JoyNews initiative that we are using, the campaign that we are using to buck the trend is called Justice for Kids. It's our hashtag as well, so make sure you use it when you're commenting on any of our child abuse and defilement issues on social media, the hashtag Justice for Kids.
Well, we'll bring you the latest news headlines. We'll look at what the stories are front and the back pages of the newspapers, and then we'll also bring you the latest entertainment stories on AM Showbiz. But Benedict also would have passed through the studio. We'll bring you the latest lineup of matches in the English Premiership as well as the other European leagues. But we have other sports. Benedict Uzu will be the man when it comes to sports. But as you get interactive, let's bring you up to speed. News is up next.